My apologies. Let's try this again. Greetings, everyone. This is Elizabeth. Thank you so much for joining me today. Woo, hi, Jean, and thank you for letting me know I could have been doing the whole show on mute. Thumbs up for that one. That's too funny. But, so, I was saying, where was I saying? I got the honor of being a guest designer for the Simon Hurley / Ranger, Simon Hurley Create brand at Ranger. And, of course, Neha knows how much I love Simon Hurley goodies, so they're in the shop. And there is a direct affiliate link for Crescent Creation down below. So if you click it, it'll take you right to this stamp set. There's a lot of goodies on sale at Crescent Creation right now, but if you find items that are not on sale, be sure to use the code Elizabeth Creates to save 10% on regular priced purchases. Super excited for you guys. Look it. Okay, so the mythical monsters. I'm missing a stamp. Oh, you guys, tragedy. I know it can't have gone far. I used it last night. Oh, I made so many things yesterday. Oh gosh, hopefully I put it. Okay, I will look after the live, but my anxiety needs me to look right now. Okay, I found it. Whew. I found it. And this is why I store my stamps the way I do. So if I can see it clearly, it's missing. There we go. Now I'm happy. Happy Halloween. So these cutie patooties, I was sitting here and I was like, you know, this one here, chomping on his lolly. And I'm like, we can make lollies. And they're pretty easy. It's just a circle that keeps going to the center. And I was thinking lolly trees, maybe. So we're gonna give him a little piece of land. I want to try and do kind of a little night sky so that maybe our lolly can stand out and be beautiful. And yeah, we're gonna try a few different things. I don't know if it's gonna work. I literally was like, you know, those are in the shop. I'm going to play with those today, just like 5 minutes ago. So, we're going to need a few things. We're going to need black card to be our base so that we can put a little hill on it so he has a place to plop. And then we need to spurts this into kind of a Halloween sky. And I got some mica sprays. If you guys have oxide sprays, you know, all the fun stuff. You can even take, I've seen it where they've taken their oxide pads, smooshed them, added a little bit of water, and then sprinkle. So you could do that if you have the oxide pads. It'll just be a different kind of look. Melissa K, Crystal's Creations. Hello, hello. I hope you are all having a wonderful time. There's Ms. Pam, aka PJB Stamper. So I want to make sure all of this stuff is out of the way because, you know, this stuff is messy. But my night sky, I want to add some blues. A bluish green we'll have to do because my blue is clogged. But we'll put blue speckles. And then we'll give some iron. We'll give some shine. Just some shine. We'll see how this looks. I am going to grab my little splat box because it's a messy process. And we're just trying to do like nighttime sky. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. Nope, I'm not. I really want to use this one. You know what? I'm gonna borrow I'm going to borrow the topper to juniper. It'll be fine. And we'll squirt out enough juniper to clean it out. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to borrow the topper. Make sure it's aimed down and not squirting me. Okay. So we're going to spray in a squirt and swoosh. Well, that was a good one. Okay. So we did that. So let's pop this off. Or not. There we go. Just going to wipe this out a little bit so we can get it back on our juniper. But see how the mica stains, they spray pretty nicely. And remember, we're doing a hill and some little candies, so it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we'll add a little bit of juniper down at the bottom. Okay, so we got that. And then we're going to add a little bit of purple because, you know, it's a beautiful night sky. So I'm kind of streaking. Ooh, look at that. And then we're going to add splashes. Spray and splashes are two different things. See, we got this nice spray. And now we're going to do splashes. Oops. And we're going to just take the thingy. We're going to dip, pull, and tap. Or shake. However we get our splashes out. And then that'll be our night sky. Oh, maybe we can add a little bit of white. Oh, I love that. Okay, yeah, we're going to add just... Ooh, no. I have glow-in-the-dark stars from Crescent Creation. We'll pop those on at the end. We are going to let this set aside for just a moment. Do a little bit of tidying up. And we're going to get a couple things taken care of. Okay, so we have this, and we have our little monster, and we want a little hill. Okay, I don't need a ginormous hill. We just need a little guy hill. Okay, so that we can see that beautiful sky that we made. So I'm thinking our hill is going to be up high and then kind of drop low and then have another little spot so that we can have some little candy trees. Okay, so that's our hill. I don't know if you, but it's just arched down, start at the top and arch down and then kind of shoot straight. So we're just going to cut that out. I am pretty sure it's Lawn Fawn and some other companies do have scene builders, and I do believe Lawn Fawn Hill Maker is in the Crescent Creation shop. So if you don't trust yourself to make hills, you can stop by the Crescent Creation shop. You can click on that link down below, and it'll take you to the shop. And if you don't want the mythical monsters, you can still get to what you need through that link. So there's our little hill. I'm liking the size of that. And this is going to be a full coverage card. I'm not going to trim. I'm not going to have a frame because we don't want to cut any of that gorgeousness off. Look, that one looks like a little shooting star, doesn't it? This little blue trail. Funny how that worked out. Ooh, vent cover magnets. Good job, Crystal. Okay, so we need to cover our ground. And remember, it's dark out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to lay down some dark green. Probably these two. And then drop a little bit of shady on top of it. Let's see how that turns out. I probably should have left the card intact, but that's okay. So we'll start with the lighter of the two. Start with some later gator, and I'll do that at the top, because you know, if there is a moon, the top would be the lightest color shining down. Okay, look at that. Isn't that pretty? It just blends right in there. I'm just using some Accent Opaque 60 pound. I'm not even going to clean my brush because we're going for a darker color. And I am going to twist this around and not be sad that it blends with the other. Let me grab my thing, my little sticky mat, just so it'll stay put a little bit easier. Put that right on the edge right there. Okay, that should help. Oh yeah, look at that. Oops, till I smack it. Hold it a little bit. Okay, so we got our hill, and we're going to add a little bit of shady to that just to darken it up. Kind of think through what we need. And I am going to scooch this down a little bit so I don't get my shady brush into the green ink. Okay. And then we're just going to darken the bottom of that hill. Just like that. Because, you know, shadows and stuff, they're not black. Shadows are just darker tones of the color that they are. You know, they put off some color, and then we have this nice, rich, dark green hill. Again, use some dark greens with a little bit of a dark gray on top. Even black. Just do, if you have only black, just do lighter. Okay. And I am going to clean this. I'm going to scoop that out of there because I have a feeling about this green pile. This green. Let's see what that does for us. We're going to tap. Ooh, yeah, see? Isn't that beautiful? Ooh wee. I love that. Okay, so that actually might be a really good base for us. We're going to do some candy. A little bit of candy for our little beast to chomp on. And we could probably use this green. I don't know. We'll see. We'll use the green. So I'm going to do... Aww. Come on. There we go. I'm going to... Yeah. We'll do purple with some speckles. Look at that. And then we'll cut down for a stem, and then a circle right there, and probably another circle right there. And then we'll do a red candy right there. Let that mingle in there. We don't mind. That might be a fun little candy. Can we get that to move a little? Oh yeah. Cut that a little swirly there too. So we should get about 3 candies, my vision of candies right there. Okay. Let me set that aside to dry. And we're going to clean up this lovely hot mess. Ooh, look at that. Ooh wee. Tap and twist. Tap and twist. So you tap it down, lift it up, and you're twisting it. So you tap and twist. Tap and twist. Ooh, that's going to be a nice little galaxy card too. I've got enough even for another one. Look at that. I love cleanup, you guys. We're going to... And if it's not picking up, you just spray it down again. Tell it where you want to fill in the cards. Oh, look at that. Ooh, that's going to be pretty. Woo! If you guys follow me on my channel, sometimes, not a lot, but sometimes I do make cards using like all these weird little cleanup sheets that I've got going on. I should probably do a series because I've got a lot of them. Okay, so that's nice and clean. And this is why we use a splat box. There's some overspray here, but luckily there is a second side. We're gonna grab our little cute monster there. We're gonna stamp him down. I think I'm going to color him with watercolors, so we can definitely use our VersaFine Clair. Maybe. That's too funny. So Kim in Alaska is sneaking in to say hello while she's at work, and PJB Stamper is, she typed it really small so it would be nice and quiet. Not to get her into trouble. I love it. You guys crack me up. Stamp. Stamp, stamp, stamp. And release. Oh, look at how cute he is. Just hanging there. Oh my goodness. I'm going to stamp him again just in case I flub this up, because I am going to be using some watercolors. Well, not watercolors. Really, I'm going to be using re-inkers. I like the re-inkers. They work beautifully as watercolors. Okay, so there's my spare just in case. We're going to grab our take out the chair there. Our palette of re-inkers. And I just have the Ranger palette. I think they use it for alcohol inks, but you can use it for whatever inks you want. Don't worry if they look dry, just add a little bit of water, liven them right back up. And I'm going to add some sparkle afterwards. So I'm going to have those there. And then I need my regular painty brush. I do like the water brushes. Mine are just generics, but this one is almost empty. So I'm just going to plop this in there. Get that filled up for our use. Super easy. And then we're going to give a little squirt because we need a little puddle of water. And we're going to flip this so you guys can see it. And I have something to hang on. So we got our little puddle of water. And let's do this guy in a little bit of, I do believe this one is Tropical Tango. We're going to hit those little highlights. Well, highlights, low shadowy areas. And see, that doesn't look like there's very much in here, but you get into those creases of these pans and the color is just amazing. Less water, the deeper the color. Okay, so I'm just going to add some nice rich color in a few areas. I think we'll do the pads of his feet in this. Just like with regular markers, you're just going to tap the color in. Don't be sad if it goes outside the line. Watercolors are very forgiving in that they still look good. They still look good when they come out of the area. And then we are going to Is that Minty Fresh? Yeah, I think that's Minty Fresh. I need to water that down because it's just a little bit too, and it looks like we added a little bit of orange because there was a little drop of orange in there. Get that little bit of Minty Fresh in there. Remember, less water, you're going to get a deeper color saturation. A little bit more water, it's going to lighten it down. So if we do a really light belly, if we feel we did it too light, you can go back in. You can let it dry and layer it up. Let's get those all nice and painted. And there's our little Minty Fresh. And then for his little horns, I'm gonna do a little bit of Weeping Willow, a nice brown right through the center. Okay, doesn't matter how fancy it looks. And then go for a lighter brown to help blend it to the edges. And if it needs just a little bit darker, let's go back in. May have to let it dry. But then there is our cute little mythical monster. And then we're going to paint his lolly a nice red and white. No, let's do another color. Let's do red and purple lolly, because we've got purple in the background. So I started at the center and went around, and I'm going to just do that again with the purple. Just let it go where it wants. And now we have a purple and red lolly. Isn't he cute? Oh, so fabulous. Okay, so let me clean this up. So, because I'm one, I will knock this over. I will stick my hands in it. Just remember to store these flat. You don't want them leaking out. Ask me how I know. Do as I say, not as I do. Okay, so, oops, and I always do that. Stuck that right in my puddle, but that's okay. I've got my shimmery stuff. You guys got sparkle pins, metallic or glitter paints, or whatever you have. I have a special paintbrush that I use for glittery items. And we're just gonna sparkle up our little dude right in those little areas that might be shadowy. And then a little on that lolly. So he's got a little bit of sparkle going on. Gotta love a little sparkly dude. And the water brushes, to clean them, I squirt water and swirl. Squirt and swirl. And it is good to go. Just like so. I just probably got sparkles all over that. Janine, hello, hello. And if you guys are doing a lot of cards, so say like you cut yourself your little hill, you know, you can put this on your scan and cut, scan it and cut multiple hills. You can put your little dude in there, scan him, cut him a few times, and just stamp and have lots of fun. But just because it's one little dude and I wasn't prepared, I'm going to fussy cut him. But I will be trying to make files for all my fun stamps so that I can just cut them and stamp on them and have them ready anytime I need them. That'll be in the future. Jean says I don't have a scan and cut. At the ranger site, and sorry about the Tiki, I don't know what caused that. I need to quit doing that. On the ranger site, after you pick up your dies from Crescent Creation and save 10% on regular priced items, Ranger does have a cut file for a lot of the Simon Hurley line. Ooh. And a cut file goes with your Cricut, your scan and cut, and you just send it through to cut, and then after it's cut you just stamp on the little piece. You can put them in your MISTI, line them up, and stamp away. Stamp away. Okay, so there's our little, oh my goodness, look at his little patch of grass. And the, you know what? Let's sprinkle a little bit of shimmer into the grass, because maybe he leaves his sprinkly goodness everywhere, his glittery goodness. So we're just gonna tap a little bit, like, there we go. Ha 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 ha. Yep. Okay, I like that. It's got some good use out of our sparkles today. Clean up this little bit of water. Okay, so we've got those pieces. Let's make some lollies. This should be dry. No, it's not. And I'm just going to heat this with... No wonder it's not dry. It's soaked through to the back. But that's okay. We'll turn the heat gun on it. I like how that blended in there, made a really pretty design. I definitely need this dry so we can do the next step to make our little lollies. First part went pretty easy. We got our background sprayed. We actually used our splat box. Yay. We got our little hill made and colored with some greens and some shady to make it a little bit dark. And then we got our little mythical monster ready. And that feels like it might be dry. Let me cool it off and find out. Yes. All right. So, what I'm thinking, right, since his lolly is round with a swirl, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start over here with a nice black Sharpie, I'm going to start in the center and just swirl it out as big as I want it. And then my last swirl is going to connect back. And they don't have to be perfect, you guys. Okay. Just so that we can cut them out. Maybe do one right here, a smaller one. Okay, and then we're just gonna, I was gonna draw little sticks down into there. Yep, that'll work. Our little lolly trees. Now when we go to cut these out, we're gonna leave a little halo. Okay. Just like regular fussy cutting. We don't want to cut on our line. Add our own little bit of artwork in there. Again, you could totally cut these out with a shape. If you have like a circle shape, and then just draw a swirl in there. There's that one. Drew those a little bit too close, but we'll wing it. Just pretend that I can't cut a straight line. Not a whole lot of pretending there. There's that guy. And then we'll just soften that little edge. Also in the description down below is an affiliate link, my affiliate link for Crescent Creation. If you guys don't mind using that, it doesn't cost you guys anything, and what it does, even if you don't buy anything, it lets her know that people are looking and clicking those links. I mean, it doesn't tell her who's doing it or whatnot, but it'll say that, hey, Elizabeth got enough people interested, you know, there was 100 clicks or whatever. That's good news for her. That lets her know I'm doing a good job. And then if you purchase something, I get a small commission for sharing all that linky stuff and whatnot. And remember, the code Elizabeth Creates is good till the end of the year, so hang on to that code, and you can use that for 10% off regular priced items. And I say that with a lot of emphasis. It's got to be regular price because Neha has so many goodies on sale, even some of the new stuff. She's got, oh, you guys, she's got wax melts by Honeybee in there. And I think the tool, the little cup thingy, is on sale. I mean, it's brand new to her shop, and she's already got it on sale. Okay, so at the top of the description is my information that I put in. And so there's the description, it'll say the direct link to the mythical monsters. That's my affiliate link. And then when you go down further, you'll hit all of Neha's affiliate links for her thing. But yeah, the top of the description is my link. But thank you very much for questioning that, Ms. Pam. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Cancer's got another person. Ugh. But yeah, and my link tree does have the link to the affiliates too. So, oh, look at our little candy trees, or our candy. Okay, I'm not happy that I only got one red tree. And I only have 4, so I need one more. Okay, so we're gonna spurt a little bit of red right there. See if we can't get another tree, maybe a little shorty tree right there. Okay, so we'll get the peppermint stain in our little box. Okay, and we're just gonna spray that right there. Maybe a little bit more. Okay, that was a little too much, Elizabeth. But that's okay. We'll dry this. We'll cut a little swirl out right there. Look at that mica. So beautiful. And again, you can use whatever products that you have. I know not everybody's got the Ranger mica sprays, but you could also do this with watercolor and then put some shimmer pots around it. Just make puddles of color. You know, do lots of different things to make your candy trees. Ooh, that's toasty. Toasty, toasty. Okay, so there's that. Ooh. Okay, so we're going to do our little swirl right about here. It's actually a big swirl, but on a short stick. Okay, so there's our 5 little guys. We'll make it odd. Odd always looks more appealing. Okay, so there's our bits. Not a whole lot of waste. Even I could get a smaller one there. You know, we could do that. We could put the little scraps in a book. I will be tossing mine. I've got lots of scraps. Put them in a bucket to be mulched into new paper later. Okay, here, let's do assembly. Oh, I love how that turned out. And again, we just took the sprays and sprayed them in an arching motion, and we got that to look like that. Because this is so grand and beautiful, I think I'm gonna pop all this stuff up, you guys. I think it is definitely worth some popping up. So let's grab our little pops. That is actually, I think that's a little too, we'll put that there. And then when you gift your card, you can say, I made those trees and I made that background. So beautiful. on there. Okay. Like so. Ooh, come on. If you go into Crescent Creation and you're looking for the wax melts, when you go to the shop, click other. Just click the box for all others, and they'll pop up down there for you. They're also a little bit on the home page under latest. Mythical monsters, as well as a lot of other new stuff, even the stamps that are going to be collaborated with the spellbinders. They're on the website. You go into the search menu and you go to shop, and then you click Simon Hurley, and it'll bring up all the Simon Hurley goodies. And yeah, okay, and then here's our little monster. Should he be rocking out while he's jamming on his lolly? I think maybe he needs... I'm going to be going through these silly action wobblers so fast. So fast. I just can't resist. Can't resist a good action wobbler. Hello, Shay. How are you doing, lovely lady? Oh my goodness. Come on. So action wobblers, depending on yours, if there's a clear side and a solid side, put the clear, technically, you do it any way you want. I like to put the clear side on the image. That way there, if it hangs off, because you know some images are small, so if it hangs off, you're not going to really see that. And then the base of it is a nice thicker base, and then that goes on the bottom, in my opinion. You, like I said, you can do it any way you want, but we're gonna stick that. I want to make sure he's not sticking off the edges, because this is a full yeah, the little you just gotta. So we've got our lolly forest here, and then we're just gonna put those where we feel they need to go. Oh my goodness, look at our lolly forest. I'm gonna put that one there. I'm gonna scooch these just a little bit. Okay, I think I like that. We'll glue these ones flat, and then flat, and then we'll pop up, and actually we'll put this one on the front and pop that one up too, so we can create some dimension. So these are going to be over the hill and back, whereas this one is going to probably be closer to us, and we'll pop that up. And welcome, T. Thanks for popping in. And get that in there. Oops. Gotta wait a second because we're gluing to mica sprays. I want to make sure it's down. If you have a good glue, it doesn't take much. It'll dry fast. Just give it a second. Like so. Project 39 mini albums, aka Debbie, says, I swear I'm not stalking you. I love these monsters. Yeah, I do too. And it's really cool that Simon Hurley is bringing in illustrators to help build his brand and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. This is a collaboration-y piece. He told somebody that he wanted some monsters. They drew them for him, and he added them to his line. So yeah, that's really exciting. Kind of like Tim Holtz does. He says, I want this, and they say, all right, and they make it for him. I think that's so awesome. One of these days, I will be one of those people that says, I can make that for you. Shay says, I try to keep up with my stocking of... I don't mind. Stock away. Stock away. I'll be here every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. I do try and post if something, you know, real life happens and I can't be here on time or on the right day. I will post in the Crescent Creation Show and Tell Facebook group and the Chat with Sassy's Crafty Friends Facebook group. That's where I hang out a lot. So if I ever can't make it, I'll let you guys know there. And then I do lives on my channel Mondays and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. Because I just need to tuck that in there just a little bit. We're going to pop that right up right there. And then I'm going to get my fatter Papa Dots. I'm going to plop one right there. And then we're going to... It's funny when you glue stuff down, it like isn't where you thought it would go. Kind of do want that one there. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. So I want a fat pop dot there, and then that can just glue straight down right there. Just like so. Okay, and we're going to snip this. Boink. A little bit of glue on there. These little bits away. And then we're going to grab ourselves a card base. Gonna wipe my fingers first because they's a mess. Okay. And then, oh my goodness. Press it down from the back so you don't get all that glittery goodness smooshed all over the place. And then make sure you wipe a spot that you got it all cleaned up. And there it is. Just our final touch is coming. Look, it's even the first tray I pulled out, you guys. I've got the glow in the dark stars. And you can find these little clay bits at Crescent Creation. These ones are pretty fat, but that's okay because I've got so much depth going on here. But that one's just a little too fat. That one's a little wonky. We'll use that in maybe some texture paste or something. There we go. There we go. And this is... Oh yes, we need more because this guy is under some stars. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna get my smaller tipped glue because I don't need a big glue puddle. I just need a little one. Okay, and then we're going to grab our our gem picking tool. Or not. Okay, gem picking tool. Where did I put you? I thought I put it in the basket, but it's not in the basket. And I need it because I'm a slob at this. Gem picking tool? Hello? Gem picking tool? Are you? Oh no, it's in the basket, you guys. I just did not look properly. Okay, gem picking tool. Ooh-hoo-hoo. Awesome sauce, Jean. She's got some goodies headed her way. Glue. Press. Oh, gonna be rotten. I'm gonna have to glue that one again. Sometimes I don't add enough. Sometimes I add too much. Happy medium, happy medium. There we go. And weather's being really weird here. It was so hot yesterday, and then today it's actually so chilly. No, I'm not sure what you're hearing. Is there a hum or something? Yeah, the scan and cut is not, it's not running today. We did fussy cutting, but next time I'm going to try and be a little bit more prepared and do my scan and cutting. Oops, forgot to glue one. Let's get you up there. Now, you don't have to use as many stars as I did. But when you can't resist the cuteness, you use all the stars. Right? Am I right? Okay. There's our little stars. Hold, please hold. We're gonna light them up. You see how? Oh, look it. These are really bright glow-in-the-dark stars. So you would just make a little note on the inside, stars glow in the dark, so that the little ones can light them up and run to the bathroom in the dark and enjoy their little monster. I was going to show you, oh, here they are. I made a few other cards while doing the demo for Ranger, being a guest designer this month. Absolutely thrilled. But here's those monsters in all their glory, all 9 monsters. Okay. Oh, that's too funny. Look at how I colored in before. I did same candy. They could be twins. But, yeah. And see how a little bit of sparkle just adds a little bit. But, so that's what all the cute little monsters look like. Make a fabulous slimline. Make a fabulous A2. Get your little scene builders from your favorite shops. And, go to town. Make your own lolly filled. Isn't that adorable? He's basically eating a baby lolly. Baby lolly trees. But, so fabulous. I thank you guys for hanging out with me and letting me play and try some stuff, because like I said, I wasn't sure how the grass would turn out, and I think it turned out beautiful. We did a light color on the top, a darker color on the bottom, and then threw in some of that shady to get that nice rich green. And then our cute little mythical monster just hanging out there. Again, you can use the link down below to go directly to this stamp set. And I thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. You could have also used the Lollyflower. Yeah, you could have. I could have. Yeah. But, yeah. I thought drawing them would be a little bit fun, because then it kind of match a little bit. But thank you guys for all your chatty chats, and we'll see you next time right here 3 p.m. Thursdays, making cards with goodies from the Crescent Creation Shop. I hope you have a wonderful crafty day. Bye everyone.